guys, I'm Sisi.
And I'm Mski.
And we're watching Solo Leveling, episode 3 of season 2.
Yes, so in the previous episode, obviously the ice layers happened.
Yeah.
There was that huge scene of the ice layer glitching. Obviously we had our opinions of why that was, but we can't know if we were right. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
And yeah, our boy Jinwoo took care of business in that Red Gate dungeon. Fairly easily, confidently.
He couldn't add the ice layer into his collection.
Yeah,
Sadly.
that was unfortunate because that guy would have been super OP for his army.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Jinwoo is growing not only in height, but in confidence, in masculinity, in assertiveness. Yeah. Obviously, Song is taking a liking to him. And I mean, that's to be expected. I mean, look at this guy.
Yeah.
I wish we could all be like him, but we can't. So we'll see what happens in this episode. Obviously, we might finally involve Dong-suk a little bit more.
But he went somewhere and...
I don't know, I mean, they might run into each other.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Dong-suk would be in a rush to meet Jinwoo once he finds out they're out of the gate, for sure. So let's see what happens and let's get into it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Don't forget to check out our Patreon if you're interested in full length and early access to our reactions. The link is in the description.
You can also follow us on Instagram.
Yes. Oh, they're still doing the C-rank dungeons.
Yeah.
Is it too loud for you?
A little bit.
Jinwoo, introduce them. What, he's got a new outfit now? New tracksuit? Mind him. Oh,
they're even doing the mining.
Yeah. You're not needed here, Jinwoo. Yeah. He feels left out. Oh. Iron. What's happened here?
Is that the Jeju Island? No. Huh?
Those are Englishmen.
I'm human. I want to go home.
Who the hell are you, guy? What?
Who was that?
I don't know how I feel about the new shirt. Red kind of suits him, but I feel like blue is his color.
Blue is definitely his color.
But did you notice that? Jinwoo's cheeks are red, I think he's already drunk. And our boy can't get drunk because he's got the thing. Yeah, he's definitely drunk already. Really? That's your brother now. You've got the names for that? Jinwoo?
More beer? What was that?
Let's drink to that. Yeah. Aww.
So sweet.
Yeah. Jinwoo's real brother is a dick, by the way. To be 10 years older than your younger brother and you're an ass to him? Ah, Dong-suk. Yeah. Oh, not another song, man. There's way too many of those. Name them something else. Wait, I take it back. I think black might be his new color. Your classmate?
できたのよ。
Black is his color.
Yeah, that dungeon.
ケルベロスと戦った時
Wait, are we going
back
in?
to it.
20そこそこ
Yeah.
今のレベルは当時の3倍。あの頃よりは楽に戦え
Let's not do that, my boy. What we're doing it?
Oh, he's stronger now.
I don't know if he's that strong though.
先に進めってことか。
Has he had another glow up? Look at him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feels like his chops got bigger.
この城はあくまでは触れ返っています。悪魔の魂を集めてください。クリア条件は悪魔の魂1万個。そんなにいるのか。
That army's gonna have to do a lot of work.
1万だろうが10万だろうが。やってやる。
Let's get it. Bring iron and niggers.
孫ジヌというハンターだったか。この3つの事件に関わり生還している。お前の主催するレイドにも全て参加していたな。
What's his secret?
白虎ギルドが遭遇したレッドゲート。脱出した生存者を率いていたのも孫ハンターだ。
He's got intel on everything, his dad.
分かった。お前に任せてみよう。
Okay.
You will. What condition?
例のレッドゲート以降、白虎ギルドが孫ハンターのスカウトに裏で動いていると聞く。
Don't allow it.
その前に孫ハンターをうちに連れてきなさい。
He'll stay.
I think he'll stay as well.
Yeah.
But obviously,
Yes.
Bake is probably not gonna like that.
それにしても広いダンジョンだな。
What?
Yeah.
Did he do that?
都市一つがまるっと入ったようだ。
Yeah, he did.
徒歩での移動はしんどいな。
Oh. I think Jinwoo is the demon instead.
俺の親玉だったアイスベアか。でかすぎだろ。さてと、行ってみますか。
Let's get it.
面倒なやつだ。
Come on. He's riding it?
Yeah.
お前は今日からタンク。
Tank. What? So we've got tank, iron, Igish. Oh? Come on.
珍しい。相変わらず綺麗。
Mischa.
鍵を手に入れた時は、ここが S 級のダンジョンかと恐れていたが、ここの悪魔は B 級の上ぐらい。
Hmm.
数も
Oh. 7th floor?
そこにたどり着く頃にどれくらいの強さになっているのか。
Good question. He's got 3,000 now.
ジナとの約束もある。これは時間との戦いになりそうだ。
Yeah. Wait, is he gonna do it?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Hell yeah! That was quick. Of course it was.
ここまで
Huh.
But those look worrying, I'm gonna lie. The Shadow Army against these guys.
孫ハンターお留守でしたね。
家には妹一人。その妹
This is gonna be the battle for Jinwoo.
Mm-hmm.
一体どこにいるんだろうか。あのでかいボス級は俺が相手する。他は蹴散らしてしまう。
Okay. Is it not better to...
The big fighty boss.
Is it not better to let Igris do that? Eh, Igris. I love seeing this guy in action.
知能のステータスを上げたおかげで兵士の保有数も維持するための魔力も
Okay,
だいぶ
okay.
戦闘に余裕が出てきた。それにしてもあいつはいつまで座ってんだ。こっちから仕掛けてさっさと。
What?
何やって くれてんだよ。
Yo!
殴っただけなのに筋力は
Even he was surprised by that. Yo, that thing is
He's
quick
moving really fast for.
for a
his
chunky guy.
なんだこの異常な身軽さは。だが絶対にどこかに隙はあるはず。
Yeah, you will. Just wait.
もらった。
Oh. Get him.
こいつ俺の動きを読んでたのか。攻撃の通りそうなのあの小さな頭ぐらいか。
Beady little eyes. Yo!
あの奇怪な動きを封じなければ。
That thing is faster than him.
あれだ。
Is that dash? Did he just use that?
Should we?
怒りで周りが見えてなかった。
Hey. I love seeing those eyes. Always.
Is it done?
Has to be. Yeah. Oh, what was that? I'll have to go back and see.
Yep.
なあ、聞いてもいいか。黙ってろっつったろ。人類はゲートとモンスターについてどれくらい知っている？ゲートとモンスターについてどれくらい知っている？
What's he mean by that?
最悪の災いだ。それ以上は言えない。で、俺の目的はその災いを防ぐこと。数を集めてもあの力の前では無意味。食われて利用されるだけだ。君もそこそこ強いようだが。
Getting him mad.
息子の名前を覚えているか？
ジン。
お前の質問には答えね
The
え。
fuck?
答えてもらう。
いや答えね
They look alike, so.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
え。お前の息子は死んだ。
No, he's not dead yet.
Well, in his mind,
He's not
あ
gonna.
の世に行って自分で伝えろ。
yeah. Well, in his mind, he is, yeah. Army looks sick.
一方的じゃないか。うちのが強くて驚いたか。こうなるとは思わなかっただろう。あんな
Don't be condescending to the demon.
まあいい。
Guide of souls.
この程度で済んだのは。
ああ、幸いだった。一瞬でミスターファンが負けた。 拡大よりも早く。
Oh! Jinu's dad beat him.
That was expected, to be honest.
Was it?
Yeah.
今は75回、残りは25回くらいかな。まだまだ道半ばだな。が、収穫は上々。
He got so much stuff.
耳飾りと、さっきの骸骨から手に入れた首飾り。
Oh,
それぞ
those are nice.
ウィンドウの表示からボス級のモンスターがあと1体ということも推測できる。
Are we gonna try that one yet?
俺自身は使いどころがないが、幸いこれは譲渡可能。魔法兵に持たせれば魔法の威力を奪いにできる。
Even thinking of them.
一度は入手機会を失ったかと焦ったが、うすうす気づいてたけど、やっぱり鍵か。詳細不明？いつどこで使うんだ？
Conditions?
命の浸水3つの素材のうち2つが手に入った。
One more.
あと1つ。あと1つで母さんを。次に来るときは必ず。
Hmm. That's
That
it?
was it. Yeah.
Damn. We probably should have figured out it was his dad a lot earlier, to be honest.
Yeah. when we saw his name.
You know why it didn't click for me personally? It's because when I saw Sung, I was like, well, that's another Sung we've got. So how are we gonna remember this guy's name now?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Because just a few
Well-
episodes ago we had Song. So we had Song Yi and the other Song as well. I was like, well,
Yeah.
it must be the same thing, right?
Yeah, kind of. But by the way that guy looked, we should have figured it out
Yeah, that's the thing.
earlier.
Well, they never really told us anything about Jinwoo's dad, I think.
Yeah, yeah. We never got information about him. But that's why it should have clicked in our heads.
Maybe. What was it? His dad has been
Trapped into those kids. Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah, and that's why when they appeared first, right?
The gates.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it makes sense why he was asking about how much they've progressed in terms of knowledge about gates and powers and beasts and dungeons like that. And he seemed to have a lot of intel on a catastrophe that's about to come.
Yeah, that
And
had
obviously-
already awakened.
Exactly, it's already
Yeah.
in place.
Was he talking about Jinwoo? Like the system?
It's very fair to say he was talking about his own son, but I don't think
But
he's realizing it.
Yeah, he doesn't know that his son.
Yeah. How does he have knowledge about this system though? And what's happened with his son and all that whilst he was trapped inside the gate? That kind of takes me back to the previous episode
Yeah,
when we saw
the
the
glitching.
ice layers, the glitching.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot to do with that. Maybe the system does have an effect on the gates somehow. And there is a connection between the system and the gates
Yeah.
and that whole thing.
Maybe the system is controlling the gates too.
But that's the
like-
thing that
Like how the system is giving Jinwoo new gates in case for gates.
I started thinking about a really grand theory about what it all might be, to be honest. I definitely feel like the system is obviously wanting Jinwoo to get stronger, but I feel like it also is turning him into
A weapon.
I don't think it's turning him into a weapon. I think it's turning him into a god. Like a king, in a sense.
Yeah, yeah, it must be that.
I think that's a lot to do with why obviously there's like the whole little thing that got in from the second episode.
Yes. Seeing him on that throne also.
Yeah,
In the
there's
previous
been a
episode.
lot of foreshadowing of that.
And also him losing like his human senses a bit.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm just saying that I feel like that's definitely why what the system is trying to do to Jinwoo, to let him lose his humanity in a sense. So I feel like he's gonna become somebody who's unrecognizable by the end of it, and that's what the system is doing to him. Obviously, it chose him for a greater purpose, a greater goal. And I feel like the show has been hinting at that for a long time. Obviously, we mentioned the second episode, him being at the throne. But also remember in episode 6 of season 1, when he was pushed by Dong Suk and he was on the ground and the system asked him to kill those guys.
Yeah.
That line, it's been stuck in my mind, the line he used. The system has a greater purpose for me. And I feel like the connection we can make between the system and the gates and their world and that entire thing could be that the gates are probably the system's doing, but it's probably been like a grand challenge or something like that for them, for humanity, I mean. And Jinwoo was probably picked to be the person that is, I don't know, the leader of it all or something like that. Or maybe I'm thinking something else as well. Wasn't he given the necromancer class without him actually being much of a necromancer at all?
Yeah,
Obviously.
he's not. Yeah.
Yeah. So that leads me to believe the system, for that very reason as well, is probably gonna turn him into this undead god or something like that. Because look at the way he's speaking now. And that's probably why the system decided for him to be a necromancer. I've got like a lot of thoughts in my head at the moment. I can't properly explain what I mean and what I'm thinking could happen in the future, but that's the catastrophe I think his father is clearly talking about. And it could be a grand goal of the dead basically becoming, or I mean the dead taking over the world kind of in a way, you know? And Jinwoo could very much be the leader of that. He could be the reason for that happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why he was chosen. He was given that necromancer
Yeah.
role, and the system kind of also tricked him. Obviously, it wasn't truthful to him about why it gave him that thing.
Yeah.
He can resurrect people. They can become like shadows. He can resurrect people like that.
Well, that's the only thing that makes sense for me now, because I feel like the system and the gates are connected, and the gates are the system's doing also. And I was like, well, why the system is letting Jinwoo kill all these monsters, all these demons? Like, why? And now I can make the connection.
Yeah.
With that being said.
Well, let's not go any further in that route though, because we can talk about this a lot and it's gonna make for a really long discussion. And I don't want to do that.
And we might be completely wrong.
Yeah, but that's where we are at the moment with our predictions. So on a brighter note, obviously Jinwoo's dad seemed really strong because he managed to beat Dang-suk.
He's been alive in those gates like 10 years, so...
Yeah. I imagine he would have gone through a reawakening inside those gates, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because to be chopped in a gate 10 years ago, he probably would have been a normal human being. So he would have had to obviously adapt and progress. And how would he have survived inside those gates is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, he said he is a hunter, but I don't know when he became a hunter.
Yeah.
Probably he was one before getting trapped in a dungeon, because otherwise...
Do you think 10 years ago, right as the gates appeared, they had hunters immediately though?
Maybe.
I don't think humanity would have been so prepared for them immediately.
Maybe they were all going in to fight.
I don't think anybody was that skilled though. That's why I feel like this guy might have gone through a reawakening like that. I don't know, it's just strange. I feel like even S-Rankers, because we know of S-Rankers. I mean, an S-Ranker has died on the Jeju Island. To be trapped inside a gate for 10 years, how do you survive that? You know what I mean? And I feel like reawakenings also have a connection to the system. You know, a reawakening, I imagine, could be very similar to what happened to Jinwoo, obviously. But a reawakening could be, once again, this god of death or whatever it is that turned Jinwoo into who he is now. He's also seeking for other people to see if they're worthy of becoming like the leader of these things, the dead people, I guess. I don't know if we will go down that direction though. Once again, just thinking out loud at the moment. But yeah, I don't know how Jinwoo's dad is gonna react when he finds out his own son is this very catastrophe he's talking about. And obviously he's probably he remembers his name, so he's very quickly probably gonna be able to find out his son.
Yeah.
Because obviously Jinwoo's become a lot more famous than he used to be. So he's very findable at the moment. Kind of sad that they didn't show us the fight between Dang-soo and and Jinwoo's dad. Obviously, this was two S-Rankers.
Only the destruction around them.
Yeah, this was two S-Rankers going at it. I feel a sense of sadness not seeing that.
Well, they're keeping them for later.
Yeah, it does feel like we're at season 2 now and we haven't seen S-Rankers fight. The only thing we see from them is just how awesome they are and the way they talk. Also their ass as well. Their butt cheeks.
I can't say anything about that, because as long as I have Jinwoo on my screen, everything is fine. You can look as long as you want. Have it on repeat, and I'll watch Jinwoo and we're fine.
Okay. It's nice for the show to leave in there something for the guys as well. I mean, come on. Can't be the ladies that get all the fun, you know? On a serious note though, that was a completely useless scene, I feel like. The only thing that we got from that is obviously a little bit more progression. No, not a single bit of progression with the Jeju Island storyline.
Yeah.
But I guess they are keeping us in that loop of trying their very best to remind us of that thing going on, obviously.
Yeah.
So that was probably the reason why. But I'm sure I can find a lot of pictures of that image of her getting out of the swimming pool. Look, I feel like Soul Leveling is breaking relationships doing this stuff. Yeah, they definitely need to relax on that bit though. They're making Jinwoo harder every episode. And I mean Mishcha is fine as well, but we don't need to see her in that way, I guess. Actually, do we not need to? I definitely feel like I need to. Guys, look at what I'm going through just to entertain you. Press like just for that. Because I'll be dead in 15 minutes probably.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this reaction, and if you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing and tuning into the next video, and we'll see you there.
See ya.